Ambulance services, patient breathing.
She's fallen by the looks of it. She's done a hip and she only did it a couple of weeks ago.
He can't breathe properly. She's 7 years old. I've got chest pain. Got back across the thunder.
RTC!
This is a typical 12-hour shift with West Midlands Ambulance Service.
It's not like a normal job.
Nice and steady.
What's happened then?
In that time,
Stop.
it receives over 2,000 calls for help.
Does she still have the knife on her?
I'm staying right here with you until we get the ambulance there, OK?
From a population of 5.6 million,
You are with people for the best and worst moments of their lives.
Can you lift this leg for me?
Anything like this happened to you before?
You might have broken it, you might have dislocated it.
filming simultaneously with 7 paramedic crews.
Oh, sounds nasty. Yeah, Roger, we're on the way.
But don't be afraid to call us, please.
This is life on the front line.
And back.
If we don't get to a patient on time, it can cost lives.
Have you slept well?
When I was asleep, I was okay, but I woke up a few times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Disturbed sleep, in other words. Not to rub it in, my friend, but I slept like a log.
I'm going home now.
I've had
I'm
full
going.
8 hours. Oh, it was lush.
It's 6:30 p.m. and for the paramedics of West Midlands Ambulance Service, it's the start of 12 hours out on the road.
Well, let's see what happens tonight. It's not a full moon, is it?
No, it's not a full moon.
Well, it is Friday.
It is Friday.
And make life interesting.
But as they get going, they each have a point to make.
Are you a pen or a pencil person?
Either or.
Really? See, I'm more of a pen person. I think pen's permanent.
I prefer a pen because it writes better.
Remember at school when you try your best to get a pen licence? So, like, if your handwriting was neat with your pencil, you use a load of pen?
I like sharpening a pencil.
Yeah. Oh,
I think that's what I miss, sharpening a pencil.
But then if you drop a pencil and the lead all breaks, not good.
True. I've done a geography degree, so I'm really good with crayons.
I aren't bothered about money. I aren't bothered about presents or anything like that. That don't bother me. I just want someone who is nice to me.
Are you fussy then with a partner?
The old saying, it's not all about looks. Yeah, it is a bit. So anything like Thor out of Marvel,
Okay, so
that wouldn't be a problem, him knocking on my door at all.
Nothing too out there then?
No.
Get on what they call it, Tinder or something, then swipe right and swipe left.
I've done
and
all
that.
them. I got repetitive strain injury for going left all the time. I was waiting for an email off Tinder to go, what do you expect from us? What do you want?
Ambulance services, patient breathing.
She is, yeah. She's fallen by the looks of it. She's done a hip and again, she only did it a couple of weeks ago.
Okay,
She's busted all around open, it's bleeding.
just to confirm, she's still conscious and awake?
She is.
Okay.
Just in a lot of pain.
All right, we will be there as soon as we can.
We've got A, fall injuries unknown. Fall hip and wrist injury on floor for 3 hours.
Oh, ouch.
On the way to this job, we found out that the patient had got a possible hip injury. Then we found out that she was on the floor for a while. This can also bring in its own complications. So we knew it was going to be quite a complex job.
Mind you, I mean, it's about 67. It's not an old age
Old now, is it?
for falling and causing that much damage.
No. I'm Nick, this is Dave.
Hello, love.
I do.
What's happened tonight, sweetheart?
Got up. Used the commode. Then I don't know what's happened after that.
Right.
Found myself here,
But quite honestly, I daren't get her up.
Okay.
Because I've only been out of hospital 5 weeks after dislocating your...
Oh, sweetheart. Right, okay.
Tonight, 67-year-old Janice fell, cutting her hand. She's also injured her leg and can't get up.
How is that hip feeling now at the moment?
Crap.
Worse than what it was before you've had this tonight? Right, okay.
Janice had had a hip dislocation prior to this. We could tell that she was distressed, she was in pain. I did then think that there was a possibility that she may have dislocated the hip again.
Have you got any pain down your neck?
No.
Anything down your spine?
No.
Let me have a little bit of a prod, darling. That all feels okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. We're going to be as quick as we can so we can get you up and off this floor.
When I did my assessments and I felt around the hip, I could feel that something wasn't in the right place. It did feel as though something had displaced.
We're going to get you off this floor, all right, but I want to do your blood pressure first, quickly. So the pain that you've got now in that left leg is definitely... Is it the worst it's been since...
Yes.
Ever?
Yeah.
With Janice's blood pressure stable, Nick and Dave need to try and move her off the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
you're only a little.
No. I can't. I just want to know where that lump is. Oh.
Right.
I think you've done it again.
Yeah. I think it's actually gone now.
Oh.
It hadn't before,
Right.
so it's got
Okay, sweet.
before.
If she's broken the hip or broken the pelvis or broken anything around that area, on any movement, the bones are likely to be grating together, which will cause tremendous pain.
Try and relax the best you can. I know you're in pain.
What the hell is that?
It might have fractured all the way through now.
Oh shit, don't say that.
Here's a fact for you. When you buy a new bed, a bigger bed, you get more bedroom, but less bedroom.
What?
Imagine it. You bought a new bed, a bigger bed,
Yeah.
so you get more bedroom, and at the same time, less bedroom. Hey.
Bedroom.
Yeah.
That's a terrible dad joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what's so bad about your jokes?
What?
Is that you think you're funny with them.
I am funny.
If you just accepted that you're not funny and then told the joke better, they'd actually probably be funny. Like, I like a good dad joke. It's your delivery.
Can I point out what time of night it is on our second night shift?
I wouldn't even say.
The tank's almost empty. I'm running on fumes tonight.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
I am, yeah. Oh, I've got chest pain.
Your arms or your hands, do they look extremely pale, like a blue or grey?
My hands look pale.
They're very, would you say like a deathly colour?
Yeah.
And when the pain first came on, was it excruciating, the worst pain possible?
Like across the thunder.
Right, we are off to a 25-year-old male in the bus stop with chest pain.
25's quite young for chest pain, though. When we get an incident that comes through of a younger person suffering from chest pains, it's quite concerning. It is unusual and more unlikely for somebody of this age to be having a heart attack, but it is not completely out of the question.
You have reached your destination.
We should be somewhere along
Just ahead.
here.
Keep left.
Bus stop there, he's not there.
If we can't find you, we can't help you, therefore you could get worse. On the flip side of that is at Hope's Court, are we running to someone who's wasting emergency service time and putting someone else's life at risk that really needs the ambulance?
Oh, there you go.
That's nowhere near.
Linda spots the patient. He cycled up the hill and is now sitting in a bus stop.
Nowhere near where it said. Do you want to jump in here, mate, out of the rain? Jump on there for me. So, what's been going on?
Chest pain.
chest pain. How long's that been there for?
It's just started within the last 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's been happening on and off. I've been referred to the cardiology team.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a CT scan.
Having finished his shift at a call centre, 25-year-old Carl was heading home when he felt a sudden sharp pain in his chest.
What are they thinking? Have we got any working diagnosis yet? No. When I first saw Carl, I didn't know whether he was pouring with sweat because he'd been on his bike, pouring with sweat because he was having a heart attack, or just soaking wet because it was raining. So how long have you been under investigations for? How long's it been going on? Pop a finger in there for me.
Have you got any family history of heart problems? Do you know what?
My dad had a heart attack when he was 26.
Oh.
He died when he was 42 of heart failure.
I'm sorry. When Carl told us about the family history of the males having heart attacks at young ages, it is understandable why he is really anxious about this. It means that he is at a greater risk of suffering from a heart attack himself.
Both my granddads had heart attacks when they were about 34, 35.
It's in the family to be young.
When we start moving you and doing stuff, if you want to shout, swear and scream, you do. It's all right, Duck. Don't roll back.
In Stoke, paramedics Nick and Dave are with Janice, who they suspect may have broken her hip.
I know you're in pain. If you relax down, the pain will ease.
Seeing Janice in so much pain is distressing. It's not nice to see someone like that. So getting pain relief on board as quickly as possible is really important.
We're going to pop some morphine, okay? This is going to be sharp, okay?
Yeah,
So
go on.
You ready? Breathe
Yeah.
in through your nose now. Out through your mouth.
Ow!
Done.
All your weight on your right leg. You have
And
not got a
left.
left leg, okay?
Use us.
Sit yourself down. There you go.
There's a potential that she's broke her hip. The signs we look for when you look at the limbs, the affected limb will be shorter than the opposite one, and the foot will be rotated out to 90 degrees.
All right, there's literally no shortening or anything on it.
No, it's not rotated either.
no.
It's definitely swollen there.
yeah.
You can feel
Yeah.
it. You can feel it. Yeah, it's right there, isn't it, sweetheart?
Although it doesn't look like Janice's hip is broken, the amount of pain she's in points to a significant injury.
If you can score that pain out of 10, where 0 is none, and 10's the worst you've ever had, what would you put on it?
0, I know, it's a funny accent, auntie. 0, no pain. 10, the worst pain in the world.
Man flu.
So are you saying a 10? We're a 10.
Having been given pain relief, Janice is now ready for the 6-mile journey to hospital.
Right, ready?
Set, go. And down. Excellent, well done, brilliant.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a lot more trickier. You've done really well there, sweetheart, really well.
She's a very, very strong lady. Talking to her about her past life, you could see she was a strong lady, and she fits in the typical category of the elderly people of this country who are just incredible. I have a lot of respect for them.
For many years, Janice worked as a carer, but has recently retired.
I worked out in the community for nearly 20 years. 12 months before I'm due to retire, I fall on the ice. Break my femur, plate it. 6 months later, I've my hip replacement.
It's as though your body hits retirement and you start to relax and your body isn't used to it and it starts playing up. Okay, Dave, thank you.
Okay.
We find a lot of people that retire who have been quite fit and active throughout their life tend to then start having accidents, falls, becoming unwell. So it's very strange. So just don't retire, keep going.
After a 20-minute journey, Janice arrives at Royal Stoke University Hospital.
You made her some strong stuff, Ducky, because...
What's the blood pressure like?
143/79. That's all right.
It's been 5 weeks since Janice was discharged from hospital after dislocating her hip. Tonight, she'll need an X-ray to see if it's happened again, or if this time her hip is fractured.
That femur was a bit...
Yeah, I think that great trochanter has gone again. Judging by the look of it, it was quite a massive lump there, which you couldn't see until she tried to turn.
She did that, yeah, she did that movement, yeah.
And then you spot it.
But apparently, don't ever retire, because then your body just stops working.
I don't know whether this is an anxiety as well, but I have been having anxiety.
Okay.
Since obviously having this, obviously chest pains. I've been scared to do anything.
Yeah, just in case.
In Stoke, paramedics Adam and Linda are with Carl, who's complaining of chest pains.
So it might be nothing. I do apologise for calling it.
No.
I feel happy making it at times.
Never ever take any risks when you think you've got chest pain, okay? It is far better to call us, let us check you over. Anxiety can mimic these symptoms of a heart attack really well. We can't determine the difference. We've got to get him checked over.
Got some sticky dots on to you. Right, let's get these on your chest.
Adam carries out an ECG to look at the electrical activity in Carl's heart.
If everything's okay, do I have to go off?
Chest pains, yes.
We'd always really strongly advise you to. Obviously, we can't force you to. You are a grown adult, you can make your own decision. It's not uncommon that patients don't want to go to hospital. They're glad to see us when we arrive. We do our checks, and if we're able to give them some reassurance, they think that that's enough and that they've been checked over enough. And what they don't realise is that we're so limited and we need further investigations at the hospital.
Has that pain gone off?
That pain's gone.
Gone.
Although Carl's ECG is normal, this test can't detect every type of heart problem.
I'd always recommend with chest pain, especially someone young who's going through cardiac investigations, to go get checked out at ED.
Oh, I just don't want to go up there again.
I know it's not fun.
It's not just that there might be absolutely nothing showing on here, but that doesn't mean that it's not cardiac related. What happens though if you set off back home and it starts again?
With Carl unsure about going to A&E, he calls his mum for advice.
Mum, they want me to go to A&E.
Yeah.
I don't want to go up there again.
If that's what they want you to do, pal, you've got to do it.
Oh, I have to go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Eventually, Mum's powers of persuasion do the trick, and Carl agrees to get checked over.
Carl needs to go to hospital because we can't rule out heart attack at the roadside. The only place we can rule it out is in the A&E.
After just 5 minutes, Carl arrives at Royal Stoke University Hospital. To rule out a heart attack, he needs a blood test, and that can only be done in hospital.
A lot of cardiac history in the family.
I know. What was it? Dad had a heart attack about the same age?
Yeah.
And then passed away 20 years later?
That's enough to put the fear of it happening to you.
Yeah.
It's not surprising that you'd worry about that kind of thing. Especially with, like, Grandad being similar as well.
Yeah. You're thinking, am I a ticking time bomb?
Literally.
Hopefully, it is the anxiety, but anxiety does bring on chest pain, which then brings on anxiety, which brings on chest pain, and as you can see, it's a vicious circle.
Paramedics Dave and Nick are just over halfway through their shift when thoughts turn to other career options.
My dream job, apart from this, would be a dog/animal sanctuary. Nice plot of land.
Yeah.
Not a massive house because of all the cleaning, but like just nice and cosy, and then do me a bit of writing on the side. I have started writing a book.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What's it called?
Colour.
Why colour?
Can't tell you that
Okay then.
because it'd give things away.
Give the plot away.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a part in it for me? Can I be one of your main characters?
There is actually a character that I could actually base on you.
Because I'm a colourful character.
You are a very colourful character. We've got to keep him Welsh, so that's happening. Probably be done in about 20 years by the time I get around to doing it.
So, move over, J.K. Rowling.
Ambulance services, the patient breathing?
Yeah.
What's the reason for the ambulance?
I'm just driving to work and I've just pulled over. There was a man on the floor. He's smashed his head. He looks like he's fell over. He looks like he's lost a lot of blood on the pavement, like.
We're going to a category 2, outside, bleeding wound. Patient has fallen, bleeding from wound to forehead above the eyebrow and bleeding from the nose as well. 716.
716 is for outside. This is Jim, 40-year-old male.
Yeah, that's all received. Thanks, Lucky.
When you get a call to somebody that's fallen in the street with multiple facial injuries, you don't know what to expect. It's not till you get there and find out the story, then you can put it all together.
Doesn't look like he's been in the gym.
No.
Well, it looks like he's face planted the floor. Right, I think get him straight on.
Get him on. Get him out of the public. Get him out of public view. I take it this is your phone and your crisps, dude.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Right, I'm Nick. This is Dave.
Dave. Dave.
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
When a passing motorist saw the man on the ground, he stopped to help and rang 999.
What's happened then? Have you had any beers tonight?
With a couple.
Yeah.
I walk in the road and just phone there.
Yeah.
I got up back up.
There's a bit of blood there.
Was fine and just tripped.
We could see that there was some blood on the floor from his face and head wounds. But as we were there for a while on scene with him, it did become apparent that he had had a few beers and he was indeed intoxicated.
Okay.
Just tripped. That's it.
All right, what we'll do then, get you up on the ambulance.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have a look. You've got a bit of a gash on your nose.
We're filming with 7 paramedic crews simultaneously as they work a typical 12-hour night shift across the West Midlands.
Neck and that feel okay?
Yeah.
Back all right?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Right then, Ducky. Pop both your feet onto the road.
In Stoke, paramedics Dave and Nick are treating a man who's fallen flat on his face, damaging his nose.
Push.
Come here, dude.
Come on. Push. Why didn't you do that when I was doing it on my own? Making me look weak.
That's what he was doing. That was the plan.
It's a big man.
Right, sit in that back seat for us, buddy. Have a sit down there for me. That's it.
So how many beers is a few?
See, couple.
So you've just had 2?
No.
2 or 10?
About 6, so I took my time.
Normally fit and well, apart from when you're face planting the floor.
When we've had a drink and we trip over, we tend to lose the reflexes of stopping ourselves with the hands, therefore face plant to the floor. So you do find that head injuries and alcohol are quite common together.
Hey, he's Dave.
Hey, up.
I'm here again.
Dave's the man. Start with there, isn't it?
Yeah, right on the bridge of your nose.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You've got a little hole just on the
Oh,
bridge of the nose here, yeah. You probably gonna need a bit of glue in there, mate.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a nip up
Alright.
to the unit, sweet. Up to
Pop your
A&E.
A&E so you can pop a bit of glue in there, buddy. All right.
I know.
He needed to go into the hospital, and it did look like he probably needed a bit of glue and a bit of stitching to it as well. He couldn't just be left as it is. He's open to himself to have infections and all sorts of complications if we don't get it sorted out.
Yeah, it definitely needs seeing to.
Definitely some glue.
You've got some little scratches on your nose as well, but that'll heal on its own.
Do you think you were knocked out at all, or do you remember everything?
Fall.
So you just fell, but you remember everything?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You're a very happy patient, that's nice.
People do tend to go too far and have far too much to drink. It's not a problem for me going to people that have had a drink, as long as they're not aggressive.
Will anybody be wondering where you are?
No, we're fine.
All right, mate. We'll pop your A&E and get that sorted out, mucker. All right.
With the patient's wound dressed, Dave can head for the hospital.
Have you got money in that you'll be able to get home from the hospital or someone to ring?
Don't mind every pocket.
After a 12-minute journey, the patient arrives at Royal Stoke University Hospital.
How you doing, dude?
Right.
All right.
Sound of the pound?
Sound as a pound. Still as sound as a pound, that's all right then.
That's it. We haven't dropped down to a penny or anything like that.
No pennies?
No pennies.
A night out at the pub has ended with a trip to A&E. Here, medical staff will close the cut to his nose and watch over him until he sobers up.
Very happy patient.
Yeah, he's sound as a pound, wasn't he? Fancy face planting a floor. I mean, he's gone down with a wallop.
He has,
I would imagine he's going to have a bit of glue on the top of that.
No matter the medical emergency, there are always people here in the control center who can help.
So is she choking at the moment? Have you got any pain in your chest or your upper back right now?
Every 999 call is a person in need, with some more serious than others. It's the role of the call assessor to get the right help to those that need it most.
I do this job because I love it, but there are times when, if it was a particularly difficult call, that you do lie in bed and think, I wonder if I did that right, or I wonder what's happening to them now.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing? Hello?
Hello?
Is the patient breathing?
Yeah.
Are they awake?
Yeah.
What's the reason for the call?
I've cut my wrist
Was this to end your life or just to harm yourself?
to end my life.
Okay. And are you still feeling suicidal at the moment?
Very suicidal.
Okay.
When someone tells you that they want to end their life, it's not a shock anymore to hear that, because I hear it all the time. But it doesn't matter whether it's the first or the 100th time you hear it, you just feel such sadness for that person, and you really want to get them the help and the support that they're so desperately crying out for, because that's why they've called.
Have you lost some blood?
Yeah, I've lost blood.
Enough to fill a mug?
No.
No, okay. And was it, how have you cut yourself?
I've got a blade.
Have you still got the blade with you?
Yes, I have, because I'm still cutting.
Okay.
Better send somebody down quickly.
Can you put the blade down while you're talking to me?
No, I'm still cutting.
Okay, but we want to help you, my lovely, and so if you need to stop now so that we can come and help you.
It's really difficult to hear that anybody's done anything to hurt themselves, but when they're doing it on the phone to you and you've got no power to stop that other than your words, you just want to grab them and say, stop, you don't need to do this to yourself.
Okay, we've got some help arranged for you. Are you on your own there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to stop cutting yourself so we can help the wounds, okay? I can talk you through how to do it now while you're waiting for the crew, but I need you to put that blade down. I think a lot more people are struggling with their mental health, and that equates to more mental health calls, more self-harm calls, and unfortunately more suicide calls.
I'm going to put the phone down and carry on cutting, okay?
No, we're going to come and help you. Hello, operator. Hello, operator. When the line goes dead and he's told me that he's actually cutting himself now, it's almost, I think, firstly, it's frustration, like, please talk to me. I can help you until the crew get there. I can talk you through what you need to do. And he just wasn't willing to listen. All he wanted in that moment was to cut himself. Obviously, you're feeling just so awful for him that he's in that position that he feels that that's what he needs to do.
Although the line was disconnected, an ambulance crew did arrive to treat this patient and take him to hospital.
Who would you say out of the two of us is the messiest? I know who I would say is the messiest out of the two of us, but who would you say is the messiest out of the two of us?
Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paramedic Ian and technician Shawnee not only work together, they live together too.
Most definitely you.
However,
What? Go on, try and justify it, come on.
it's an organised mess.
Is it heck?
I know where everything is.
Is it heck?
You are a messy person. I'll finish a day shift when she starts a night shift, and there'll be a sink full of washing up. I wouldn't mind, but we've got a dishwasher.
I can't even argue with that.
Dishwasher's got a name as well, it's called Ian.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
I am lucky to have you in the way that you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
Without you, I would probably hire a cleaner.
Ambulance services, the patient breathing.
He's vomiting in the last 2 hours. He's vomiting.
Is breathing noisy or abnormal?
It's not easy.
Is he struggling desperately for every breath?
Yes, he can't breathe properly.
And how old is he?
He's 7 years old.
99.
7-year-old male.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. So now he's got some difficulty in breathing, started 10 minutes ago.
Any job that we go to where there's a child with breathing difficulties can be quite alarming and concerning. We need to find out what is causing those breathing difficulties quite quickly. Children are brilliant at compensating, and when they stop compensating, they can deteriorate very, very quickly.
Patient has vomiting and diarrhoea for the last 2 hours.
Hi.
Hello. What's your name?
Bless.
I'm Ian, this is Shawnee.
Hello.
So what's happened tonight then?
Before he's in a
Mine
too much
is okay.
vomiting. Then he's like a vomiting, can't breathe.
Yeah. You generally can't breathe and vomit at the same time.
Yeah.
It's quite hard.
He's lay down.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like a little bit, it's a blue one.
Okay.
7-year-old Khayyam has been sick for 2 hours. When the vomiting started to affect his breathing, Dad Manoj and Mum Kajal called 999.
How many times have you been sick?
3-4 times bedtime.
3 or 4 times. Okay.
Bedtime. Maybe 10 times he's doing a vomiting.
Just vomiting.
You need to be on your toes with a child. It's very hard to assess a child because they can't always give you the answers that you're looking for. It's a little bit different to treating an adult. You have to think a lot more.
Okay, and how do you feel in yourself at the moment, mister? How does your tummy feel? Do you feel sick at the moment?
Sick? A little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Try and keep it really, really still for me. Okay.
What are we looking at?
There we go. Let me just get my page for age. I think that's
It's a little bit tacky.
Khayyam's heart rate was initially a little bit elevated. It could be the fact that he's just been sick. He's got the start of a bit of a viral infection. It could also be the fact he's got 2 strange people dressed in green talking to him that he's never met before. A bit of anxiety in there.
Have you got any pain in your tummy? Swim back up. Okay.
blow-dried sheep.
No.
Not sheep, cows.
Even more so now? Are you talking about like the
No, they get them
Highland
the full
one?
blow-dry. Fluffy.
Fluffy.
I'll show you in a bit.
Yeah.
If you're a good farmer, you'd blow-dry your cows.
I would 100% blow-dry my cows. Unbelievable. Do you think it'd be like a treat for them? The way people go and get their
Yeah.
hair blow-dried.
Yeah, like pamper them and do their hooves.
Oh, probably. You just do their eyelashes, give them a little blow-dry, send them out for the day. Oh, Barbara, you look fantastic today. Yeah.
I think that's possibly one of my favourite farm animals. It's that video of them whenever they're like allowed out for their summer again after like a long winter,
and they're
and they come
prancing.
like bounding out. I love it.
You calling about yourself or someone else?
Yes, Doc. Passed out and my head's pouring of blood.
You passed out, you hit your head, you've come to, and your head is bleeding.
My head's pouring of blood. It's tons of blood on the bathroom floor.
Category 2, 59-year-old female. She's passed out and hit head. I wonder why she's fallen. Head injuries can be so serious. There's such big complications if you end up with a bleed on the brain. You're wondering how she's done it. Yeah, they're quite a big deal.
It's always this time of night. Guessing this one with all the lights on.
Morning. I'm Laura. Behind me's Joel.
I've been sick tonight, but I went go sick again and
Ah, okay.
passed out.
It's come through to us that you bumped your head and got a
At the
cuff
back, yeah,
at
and
the back.
But clip your tongue.
Oh, yeah.
While being sick in her bathroom, 59-year-old Sharon fell, hitting her head.
Can I have a look at the back of your head?
Yeah. You can see.
Oh, yeah, you've done a good effort and you've not hurt your neck. She was awake and talking to us. She'd even cleaned up her entire mess of all the blood, which is fantastic. She said she'd vomited and lost consciousness, so we needed to figure out why that had happened, if it was to do with the head injury. So what have you hit your head on?
It's on the unit in the bathroom.
Can you remember everything? You didn't lose consciousness at all?
Well, when I woke up, I was on the floor.
When I found out that Sharon had lost consciousness, that's something that we take really seriously. We need to figure out how long she was unconscious for, if she still feels confused. Worst case scenario, she could have a brain bleed. Were you in a lot of pain when you passed out?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out why we've passed out, that's all, because that's the most unusual part of it. Do you mind if I do an ECG on you? So for that, if you sit back in the chair, these stickers just go on your chest. This is just to rule out it's not your heart.
In Stoke, paramedics Joel and Laura are treating Sharon. After a bout of vomiting, she collapsed, hitting her head.
Your ECG looks normal.
Can I have a little look, Sharon? Just to try and take a picture of it, sweetie. I'm going to try and pull apart your hair a little touch. Is it sore?
No.
Oh, that's a start, isn't it?
Bit soft, actually.
With any head injury, they're very deceiving. You have to go searching for them. She had bled quite a lot, so we needed to kind of get to the bottom of whether it was a really big one or not.
Does it hurt when I'm moving your hair around?
No.
Does that hurt if I push on it?
Yeah, you've done a good effort. It's a good gash.
It's the gash.
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it's
Yeah.
across there.
I think so. Oh, yeah, here.
So it's like a straight line across. When you're ready, if you could, put your legs on. I need to have a listen to your tummy.
Oh, my head.
I bet. It's cold. Just warn you.
Laura wants to check if an infection may have caused Sharon to vomit and pass out.
Tummy's making all the right noises. So that's a start. I'm going to have a tiny feel. I won't poke too much because I think I can already tell where it was. Have you got any pain there? Bit there?
Yeah.
It's everywhere a bit, isn't it? But up there, definitely.
Okay. I'm not too worried about your tummy because you've not got a high temperature. If you've got a bit of an infection going on, it's not taken a hold that much that your heart rate's gone up or your temperature's gone up. So it's probably a little bug and it'll probably pass.
With no sign of an infection, Laura is more concerned about the deep cut to Sharon's head.
What do you think about that head injury, Joel? Big enough to need any glue or anything, or just get away with it?
It's just whether it closes bits off. If they glue it, and they might even staple too.
We're just talking about the head injury, what you've got, because looking at it with a light, I think they might glue it for you at the hospital. I'm not sure how well it's going to heal on its own here. Are you happy come for a trip to hospital with us?
Yeah.
Good stuff. I felt that Sharon needed to go to the hospital because we couldn't have closed the head injury on the ambulance. And I don't feel like it would have safely healed on its own if she was left at home. I can give you a bit of anti-sickness.
Yeah.
Sharp scratch.
Oh, that
I'm
is.
sorry, it does sting, this one.
Don't
I
worry,
think
though.
it's a bit more stingy than a cannula. Hold on. You're right, walking out to the ambulance with us, yeah.
I need to lock up now.
After a 15-minute journey, Sharon arrives at Royal Stoke University Hospital.
Sorry for all the potholes, Sharon.
I
I apologise. All right. Let's get you in.
Here, medical staff will close Sharon's head wound and investigate what caused her to collapse tonight.
She was quite chirpy for 4 a.m, I must say.
She was chirpy for 4 a.m.
If I had fallen in the bathroom and hit my head, I wouldn't be chirpy at 4 a.m. I hate being sick as well, so I feel for her.
Right, let's pop this in your ear to do your temperature. I'm going to see if the light comes out the other side. Is that all right? That's fine, 36.9.
Near Wolverhampton, paramedic Ian and technician Shawnee are with 7-year-old Kayam. When he couldn't stop being sick and was struggling to breathe, his parents rang 999.
Right then, we get you to have a little lie down.
Don't worry if anything comes up.
Don't get going to sleep and no snoring.
And if you're going to be sick, tell him first.
Yeah, if you start snoring, you
When
might
he's
be jealous.
sleeping, he don't know about vomiting's coming. He tries food. He's sleeping and vomiting out.
Kayam's parents did seem quite concerned. The fact that he was vomiting a lot, he appeared to be struggling to breathe. It was really, really concerning for them.
That sounds lovely. Ta. Right, and a little poke of your stomach, is that okay? Any pain down here? Any pain up here? Any pain there? A little bit there. Okay, anything in the middle here? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Sit yourself up for me. There we go. How do you feel now?
See?
Yeah? So, this is my thoughts. I think he's probably got a little bit of a gastric bug, or he's had something that's disagreed. He's had something that's disagreed with him.
Like
Okay?
a tummy bug.
Like a tummy bug. Okay. His numbers and everything are absolutely fine at the moment. Okay. Okay. I'm quite happy for him to stay at home at the moment. I don't think he needs to go to hospital or anything like that. Okay. It sounds like it looks like a bit of a gastric bug, a bit of a tummy bug that he's got.
I think it's nice to leave patients at home where we can and it's safe to do so, especially young children at night time. They're tired anyway. And let's face it, hospital's a daunting place for us adults, let alone children.
So in terms of treating this, we want to give him just little sips of water, little and often, just to keep him hydrated. So sort of like 24 to 48 hours, everything should sort of pass.
I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, all
okay.
right.
Thank you.
No worries, take care. All the best.
Sharon, who lost consciousness, needed 9 stitches placed in her head wound. She was in hospital for 1 night and only took 1 day off work. Carl, who experienced chest pains, had blood tests and a CT scan in hospital. These revealed he wasn't having a heart attack. Doctors think his symptoms could have been anxiety-related. And Janice, who fell injuring her leg, hadn't fractured her hip, although it was severely bruised. She spent 24 hours in hospital for observation before being discharged. Next time.
It's nice and steady. Oh, God.
A woman with a suspected kidney infection is in agony.
You could clearly see on her face that she was in a lot of pain and she was struggling.
Hello? Paramedics find a man in a bin.
I'm sleeping homeless. Never come across anybody who's been in the bin. That was a first for me.
And a postman can't move after slipping in sewage.
I fell, but it's this hip that's gone.
You felt a pop, did you?
Yeah.
We have to be careful. We don't know the extent of his injuries, and he might have caused a serious fracture.